Port Deposit has a whole base abandoned.
It's not a base.
It's a base. It was a military base.
It was not a base. It was a school. Are we talking about the same spot?
Okay, yes. So
It was a school. Maybe it was like a military academy.
Yeah, because they even have a hospital. I can pull it up because
Mhm.
I've always wanted to go.
I've gone there. It was kind of lame.
You've been?
You can't even go to the whole thing anymore. They have cameras that talk to you. They're like, please leave or you will be prosecuted for trespassing. I was like, what? No, okay.
I'm not leaving.
Well, now I'm not leaving.
So suck it, America. Yeah, see? I just found
Yeah,
it.
it's hard to find you can't legally do urban exploration, which is really stupid. That's
Yeah, 'cause
weird
who
that
even owns it?
who cares? Yeah, like what?
You
Why?
get hurt. That's on you, bro.
Yeah, man. Let me hurt myself.
You telling me you explored this whole area right here?
I didn't go through the whole thing, no.
Okay. Because there's like a hospital and everything.
I camped there.
You camped.
Yeah.
You stayed the night?
Yeah. In a
Epic.
tent. Oh my god, it was really weird. In the middle of the night, actually.
Here we go.
Hold on.
We're getting deep into it.
It's not that deep a story, but it is a story. Anyway, I was camping there at the place.
Yeah.
I gotta type that. Oops. Camping. I was camping there at the place, and I was in the tent. And
By yourself or
no,
somebody else?
no, I was with Wesley,
Okay.
my friend Wesley, and we got in the tent. It was cold as shit. We were like
Always is.
squished against each other for warmth.
Yeah.
And a couple hours in, we just on the tent hear some.
No, thank you.
I was like, wake up. We're just going to act like we're not here, okay? Don't make any noise. And then just kept.
Did you like cover his mouth and was like,
Shut up. Don't say anything.
"This is a man right outside."
No, I didn't do that,
I
but
don't want to scare you, but there's a man outside when you kill
not
us.
to terrify you, but we are about to get murdered. But no, we were just sitting there. We were laying there, just like staring at the zipper, like,
Ooh.
and the was higher up now.
No.
It was like almost on top, but it wasn't on top. It was like halfway up, and it was like. I was like,
Did you have any weapons?
I don't remember.
Oh.
I don't remember. I probably did. I probably had a knife or something on me. I'm
Okay.
sure I did, but
I'm sure you
that
had
wasn't the
some.
point.
Right. The
'Cause
point was, it was a scary thing there.
Point is, that was going on, and then it stopped, and I was like, "Let's go to bed now." I didn't hear any like footsteps of any kind at all. It was completely silent, and then just suddenly it was something, like definitely something was pressing against the tent, rubbing on the tent,
No.
making noise. Like it was not the wind. There was no way it was anything other than something touching the tent. Okay? Hold on.
It gets worse. You said this story was boring. I think you lied.
A little later,
Uh-oh.
I do hear footsteps.
Poor
A
little,
whole bunch of them.
poor little Eddie's now.
A
waiting.
A ton of footsteps. Like up like probably 20 feet worth of footsteps, okay?
Yeah.
And I like call out. I'm like, is somebody out there?
Oh, you were ready to throw down. You called these guys out.
And then it was silent. It was completely silent. There was no sound at all. I sat there again and I was like, hello? Nothing. And then a little bit of
No.
on my tent. Again, rustling. My tent was rustling now again. In the middle of the night, out of nowhere, I could see it. I could see the part of my tent moving. It was, and there was no sounds except for that. There was no
And your
walking
footsteps
around.
were stopped.
There was no more footsteps.
So once you called out, the footsteps were done.
Well, yeah, it was silent for long enough that I managed to get back to sleep. And then I woke up in the morning. I looked out for like tracks and stuff. It was muddy, so like there should have been something. I saw nothing. I saw no steps. There was nothing on the tent, like nothing anywhere.
Bro.
Wesley will back me up on this. I wasn't just imagining shit. Like this is a real event that happened.
What was he doing?
Scared.
Did he do anything?
This is a she, but
Oh.
but no, nothing. She was just like,
She was done.
I was like, shut the fuck up, shut the fuck up, shut the fuck up. You're
Her
like, you're
mental
stressing
state
me
was
out. She was gone.
That's not good. What do you think it was?
What do I think it was?
What do you like? Okay, what do you?
My logical conclusion is
Yes.
like some deer walked by and just like put their faces on it, you know, like just being weird.
But wouldn't you think that'd be more of a noise though? Okay, how hardcore was this noise? Was it legit? Or was it like a full-on deer wiping its face?
Okay, well, all right. So like half of my conclusion is that maybe it was a deer because it was high enough up
yeah, what's
that
the height we
it
talking
wasn't
here?
like a little animal on the ground.
Wasn't raccoon, possum.
But here's the other thing though, is that
oh, we got
I thought
more.
maybe it was like a chipmunk or a raccoon or something
Yeah.
because it was like on top of the tent. Because it wasn't just on the ground. But I feel like I would have heard it make its way up,
Climb. Yeah,
you know?
right. And you heard nothing.
I heard none of that. I only heard it start at the top, and then it would only ever be like on top. It was on top. It was not like
There's no climb,
there's no climb.
no scratches at the bottom.
I would think, and that's what I thought was like the so many footsteps. It was like just a couple animals out there, like a pack of deer or
Yeah.
whatever a pack is called of deer. And I thought maybe they were fucking around with me, and just like, what is this big ass? What are we looking at here? You know, just the tent. But then like, my other thing is it was on top of the tent. The tent was tall. It was like a 10-foot tent. It was a 10-person
Ooh.
tent.
Oh.
So I don't know. And then that just
So it was tall, and it was
and
like,
the
was it, like,
footsteps
dead
stopped.
center?
Maybe you'd think they would have gone like run away or something when I
Right,
started
but they
talking.
just stopped.
They just stopped.
They stopped, and then they kept touching the tent.
Yeah. It was only one too. It wasn't like a couple of them were like, what's going on here?
Eddie, I think you got a cultist that wanted to kill you.
I got ghosted by
I think you got a cultist that was ready to sacrifice you.
a what?
Somebody was ready to feed you to Satan.
Maybe. Oh, cultists.
Cultist. I
didn't
think he
know
was
what
ready
you
to
were
put
saying.
a pentagram down for you.
Maybe that's what happened.
What strikes me as not good was that it came back.
Yeah, that's also kind of weird.
That's scary.
Okay, but
He had
here's
a memory of it coming back.
I have a general idea of what could have happened.
Do you
though.
think at all it was a person though? Is there
No.
any percent of you that think it was a person? 10 feet, Eddie. 10 feet.
Nobody's 10 feet tall? I think maybe it could have been.
What could be
There's
10
it's
feet?
very little chance it was a person. I can't believe I never went out of my tent to check. Like that was.
I don't blame you.
I think
You were
probably
in shock.
I. It's not like
You were like,
I was like, oh man, I don't want to deal with this. Shit. I think it could have been. Okay, so I bet maybe it was a little animal, might have like quietly made its way onto the roof, and then just sat there for a while and just like made some rustling noises every now and then some deer came by, and then I yelled at them and they went, and they froze like deer do. And then maybe I fell asleep before they started walking again. And in the meantime, they were just eating some grass. I didn't hear anything. I don't know. That's what I think might have happened though.
that's scary.
Yeah, it was a little spooky.
Yeah.
It was fun though. Not at the time.
No.
It was fun now.
Clearly not at the time.